This
Enough.
conference will now be recorded.
1 minute. I see the audio also. Uh, right. Okay. People have to talk a little bit louder. Okay. So as part of today, so what we'll do is the first session today, we'll talk how to install the SQL server, that is Microsoft SQL Server. Okay. On your laptop or desktop, we'll talk on that. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. So as I told you, you need to have the OS as Windows or Linux. Linux would be difficult for you to work, better go for Windows. And you need to have a minimum of 8 GB, greater than 8 GB of RAM, and better to have Wi-Fi processor than 256 GB of, so that should also be greater than 256 GB of hard disk. This is a okay. Is unit tab. Let's go. Then from where do you install this? So you have Microsoft documentation. Let's go and do that. Okay, this is the first step that you need to do it before we start. Okay, so go to Google here. Try to Microsoft Microsoft SQL Server. Whatever the version you wanted, you have 2019. You can go anything. Okay, or else you'll have SQL Server downloads here. Go to this link. You'll find all the latest version. So you can find here. You need to go to this SQL Server 1. Okay, go to that SQL Server 1. Okay, go to the SQL Server, not on the Azure, not on the Edge. You should go for this on premise. Okay, click on this download. So it will ask you some details to enter. No need to worry, give some details. So I'll give my own details here. Some Anil something Kumar. Okay, give some details. Give some X, Y, Z, and Co. Then you'll have India here. Go to this India. Okay, then size I'll go for 10 to 24. Here some ID. Yeah, go and give some number. So no need to worry on this. Just give. They want to log these details. Right. Now click on download. Okay. So you have your exe of, you can see here the one exe download of 64-bit. Click on this. So you're getting downloaded. Okay. So now go to that particular folder you'll have in the downloads folder. Right, you can go to this downloads. Right, double click on this. Okay, then say yes. So I'm taking the not the basic, customize one. Click on this customize. So at what location you want to download, So it will get extracted into some C drive. So it is asking that do you want to extract in C drive like this? Okay. So it is asking you, right? In C drive, it is going to create extract that software. So you're getting around some this downloaded size. Just click on yes. So that will get extracted into that particular location. Let that get downloaded. So this all if at all you are installed only, then you will be working on SQL Server. Otherwise, you will not able to work on SQL Server. You can see that that has got extracted. Okay, it has got extracted. Now this will start the installation part here. Okay, just see. So leave about this all. See here. You see while let me minimize this. Yes. So now you can see this has got done. Okay. So you see the installation part which is happening here. You are able to view my screen, right? Na?
Yes.
You are. So I am on the SQL Server Installation Center. Yes, na? Or you are facing any problem in viewing? You are able to see, na?
Yes. We can
Okay.
see your SQL Server installation center.
Yes. So now go to this installation part here. So you'll have a new SQL Server standalone installation or add to the existing one. The first feature you have here. Click on this. So now the installation server installation setup is in process now. Okay. Now you
Uh,
see it is asking.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Can you please repeat the last step? What did you do?
No, are you trying to install with me parallelly?
Yeah, yeah.
No, no, you should not do that.
Okay, sure. No problem.
No, you will not get. You will be get confused. Yeah. So you see the one you see this. I am on the edition part here. Specify the free edition here. You have two things. Either with go with evaluation, or you have a product one, or you go for a billing. So go with the free one and don't enter this. If you totally have a license, go to this and enter that product key. So we don't have any license software, and we are not going to use Microsoft Azure. We are going to use a free edition here. Okay. Right now, click on next here. Now nothing but agreeing the terms and conditions. Now click on next. So here it will verify all the features whether you have updated features in your laptop or not. If not, it will ask you to restart or do some updates in your laptop. So you generally get updates from Microsoft, right? Those updates should be part of your laptop, right? So now you see it, I don't have any error now. So now click on next here. No one should do parallelly. If you do parallelly, this doesn't work out. Right now you see this all, it has checked some scan it has done. You see this all passed. If at all it has not passed anything, it will ask you to have those on your laptop, then it will start executing. I only warning, and all this validations of SQL Server shared feature support, SQL Server register keys, domain controller, .NET framework, these all are passed. Okay, now click on next here. So now see here, so we are not using any SQL Server here. So go with this only. Okay, not with Azure, like Azure this one, not with the SQL Server. This service principal will go on with the extension, Azure extension for this, or else if you can remove this also, that's all up to you. Okay, so if you tell you don't want Azure also, you can remove these all. If you enable this, then you need to provide this all. So SQL Server, use service principal, these all you need to
ನಿದ್ದೆ
provide.
ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ?
Use this one.
ಓಕೆ.
People have to go on mute, please. I understand, but people have to go on mute. Right, Azure extension. I'm not taking Azure. I'm just taking the on-premise one. Otherwise, I need to provide the service principal, the subscription ID, resource group. These all. I'll not take anything. I'll just click on next here. Now, what features you want to have here? Okay. So you see database engine. These all. Okay. So you can go, if you want all, you can go and accept all. Select all here. But few of the things you may not be requiring here. So you require this database engine, these all, but not the integration services, not the service features. Leave few of the features, or if you really want all, you can go. Okay, just select all and go. Then click on next here. Now it will ask you the login. Okay, so you see default. So you see the default instance. Why you get default instance? Because you are doing for the first time. So I'm using other laptop to do it. You have, so if you actually want to change this, you want to give your own name, you can go and give. By default it is giving us MS SQL Server. Okay, let's go with that name. Or you want to change, you can change your name also. Okay, right, I'll go with MS SQL Server here, what Microsoft is giving. Okay, now click on next here. Now, one of the feature is using some port number. So this is a default port number for Polybase. We'll talk about this Polybase in Azure when we come here. So that requires some port number, and this is a port number that is by default using here. Okay. Now click on next here. right? So you see these all. Okay, so these are services are getting installed in your laptop. SQL Server Engine, Database Engine, Analysis Service, Integration Service, Polybase. These are Launchpad. Okay, now click on next here. Now, how do you want to log in into your computer? So I'll go for a mixed mode here, not with the Windows. So if at all you use Windows, what happens? If at all you have username and password, that would take. So Windows username password you'll have, na? That will take. Now if you go for the mixed mode, here you have username as SA. You can see specify the password for the SQL Server System Administrator SA. So you when you go with the SQL Server authentication, the username would be SA, but password you need to specify. Okay, I'll just specify. Remember, you should remember this password. Okay, and here when you say mixed authentication, both SQL Server works, Windows also works. SQL Server is what you are specifying here. So username SA and password. But Windows, it will take your Windows login. So your laptop might have authentication, right? Until unless you enter your password, you'll not able to log in, right? Once you start, so that username password will be taken. Now specify the SQL Server administrator. So just say add. I'll add my Windows here. Windows. So why I'm taking this is tomorrow if something goes wrong, so this person will have full permission. So why you got the Ashrita here? So this Ashrita is nothing but name of my computer here, and SRAK is the username. Okay, so this is what. Now click on next here. Now these are related to analysis services. Yesterday someone was talking about this analysis service, right? So in analysis service we have two types of service model, whether we want to go with dimensional or tabular model. So dimensional model has got outdated. Now everyone is going with the tabular model. Okay, right, now click here. So why do you require is this tabular model? Once you develop that analysis services tabular model cube, you need to deploy that. Then where do you deploy? So this is where you deploy onto analysis service configuration. Now click on next here. Okay, so you see SQL Server is also taking some port number here, and see security here you have SSL, nothing but security socket security layer, SSL layer. Okay, it is taking something. It is creating. We don't have a earlier. We don't already have. It is creating a new one, and some port number is taking. So these are the default port numbers. You should not change these port numbers. Remember. Now click on next here. Right. Next. So see here. These are the features that you have selected for having the SQL Server configuration. Just click on install. Now this will get installed. It will take some 5 to 10 minutes of time. Let's wait for that. Yeah, let's wait for that. Yeah, and other thing is I have not shared video to anyone yesterday. That was of the demo. I'll do it today. I've already created drive, but because of the 60 to 70 people, it was not taking up. So I'll try to do it. I don't know why many. I see the strength of the group is not more than 60 people, but I see the email IDs people, the access people are asking is more than 60, more than seven. Here I see 74. Out of this, 5 to 6 people are admin of the group. So it's only the 70 or 68 people. But I see in the Excel and the email IDs ping in the chat is beyond the number. Okay.
So will you be sharing those recordings that you showed yesterday? Some
Yeah,
59 recordings were there.
yeah, we'll do it.
Okay, so
So this installation is simple. You have to click next, but only in case of the credentials that you need to give that password, and remember that password I'm telling you. Don't say tomorrow I forgot the password. If that is the case, you need to do new installation. Please make this ready by tomorrow evening time, by the time you people come, this setup. So tomorrow will be starting. I think tomorrow is Friday. So tomorrow and Saturday we'll have the session. That is Thursday evening and Friday evening your time. We'll have the session. This is simple, but be cautious. In some cases, it'll check some of the features to get updated. Your Windows update this all. Okay. So you need to get this one. So installation is success. If at all you are facing with any of the problem, then you don't get this. So you need to go to this location and see what is the error you are getting. Okay, if you face any problem, do let me know. Take the screenshot and with detailed description, let me know. Then I'll be helping out. Don't say that I've got error. Okay, so take the screenshot. If at all you face error, then I'll be helping out. Now you have got. Just click on this close now. Just close this also. Right. Now what you need to do? So we have installed the SQL server only. Server we have installed. So now you need to connect to that SQL server instance. How do you connect to the SQL server instance, right? So you need to talk to that SQL server instance, right? You need to fetch the query, you need to write a query, you need to get the data. How do you connect to that? So SQL server doesn't know English. So you what you do? So you go to, so there is an intermediate between you and SQL server here. So what happens here is you are the user, right? You will be here. Then SQL server is here. This is server instance. SQL server, right? This is what. But SQL server doesn't know English. It can only understand the machine learning, and that is machine language. Then how do you communicate here, right? Na? How do you communicate? How do you communicate then? So for this, what do you need to have? We need to have something called intermediate between you and SQL server called SSMS. This is called as SQL Server Management Studio. SQL Server, so that is called as Management Studio here. So this is what you have. You can now you will connect to this, and this is also going to get connected here. This is making some problem. Okay, so this is happening. Line. This is black color. Yeah. So what happens here is you need to connect to this SQL server. Why this is not coming? I think black color is not coming here. Okay. So what happens here is you need to connect to the SQL server to SSMS. SSMS through SSMS you can connect to the SQL server. So we have just installed the SQL server, not SSMS. Now let's go and install the SQL Server Management Studio. SSMS. So this is SQL Server Management Studio. Go and install them. Okay. Go and install that. Right now, where do you get is go to this. The same thing. Go to the Google. Right. Now search for SQL Server Management Studio downloads. So these all are free one. So you can find here. Okay. Click on this. So you'll have the latest one. Take the latest one, whatever you feel like. So 19.1. Okay. So click on this. So this is getting downloaded. You can see here SSMS, the SQL Server Management Studio setup is getting downloaded. Let's go and get downloaded. After that, we'll connect to the SQL Server instance. Okay, now go to your downloads folder here. So you'll have this SQL here. You see the SSMS setup, right? Double click here. Right, it is asking where to install, the location, C program files, and management studio 19. Now click on install here. So it is asking for the permissions. Do you want to allow to make changes? Just go for yes. Or that all up to you. So if at all you don't require any changes, you can do no. If require changes, then do yes there. Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio with Azure Data Studio. Super. It is asking to reboot my system. Okay. Previous installation required some effect. Right. Let me do it. So I am on other machine. Don't worry. So I am on into other machine. Okay. I've logged into two machines. Let me restart this one. Okay. Then I'll start. I'll log in. So restart here. So I'm into other machine also here. Okay. Just wait. So let me do it. So in case in middle it might ask for the restart also to get that SQL server installed properly or not. Okay. Okay. It has got restarted. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm logging in here. joined here.
Conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, sorry guys. Let me 1 minute. What name did I log in? You should be able to see my screen now. You are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me go here. So we were in the download folder, right? So double click on this SSMS. So install this original. I'll just say no. Okay. So let me say yes. I think I already have this folder. Let's see. Say yes here. So once SQL Server installation is done, it is asking for restart. After that only you can install this management should, otherwise no. So it is still in progress. Let's wait for that. So it is checking for all the configuration part. Okay, you can see the successful completed. Now just close this one. Now you can close this also. Right now search, go and search for the SSMS. Okay, SQL Server. So we can go here. One minute. Search for SQL Server Management Studio. You can see here. Right, click on this. So just now we have installed, right? Now, so you get this data. In this you'll have many more because these are the features we have installed. The database engine, in analysis service, reporting services, integration services, these all you have. So we'll go with database engine. Now how do you get the server name? So if at all you don't know, then click on this browser. Here you have browse for more, click on this. Now in the local servers, why you are going for local servers? Because you are installed on your machine. That is the reason. Now click on this. So you'll have this one. Now just say okay. So I'm going with Windows authentication. When you say Windows authentication, it will take the machine name and username. So you need not give. Just click on connect. We don't have Windows here. We went with the server. Okay. So let me go with this. Let me see the password also. I'm going with SQL Server. Let me see this. Enough. So I went with the SQL Server authentication. So what did I do? So I was facing some problem. Don't worry, that will be able to rectify that. So authentication here, SQL Server. So when I said SQL Server, SA would be the login. Password is what you give. Provide that password here. Click on connect here. So once you are connected, then your installation is successful and you are able to connect. Then you need to create database and work here. So this is complete. So I'll go here, go to database engine. Now go to Windows authentication here. Okay, I think this is giving some, yeah, you can go with Windows authentication also now. Did you see now? Both are working, right? So I'll show you. So let me go and show you with Windows authentication now. Windows. So what is this? Ashrita is a computer name and SRIK is a login. So it will not take when you say Windows authentication username and password. Just click on connect here. So you got. Now similarly, if you go here, go to database engine. Now I'll go with the SQL Server. And SA is the, here it doesn't take your own name or the name that you give. Default is SA. Remember. And a password is what you give the password while installing. You're connected, right? So this is what your SQL Server installation part. So this is very important. I want everyone to set up. I'll share this video. If at all I am not able to share to Google Drive, I'll give that link to download that video link. You can go and download them on your machine and install. If at all you don't know, if at all you don't install, what happens, I'll be starting from tomorrow the commands all, and you'll not practice, and you'll say tomorrow. That tomorrow will come again next year, again on October 19th, that is 2024. You'll keep on postponing tomorrow, then it'll come again 2024 October 19th. Better do it today. Okay, I'll be sharing in next 1 hour. Once that videos get converted into MP4, I'll share that. Okay, so this is what. So tomorrow we'll talk on data types and how to create tables slowly as we go on. Yeah, I told the people who are going using Mac have to create your own virtual box, and that virtual box has to have Windows operating system. This was answered yesterday. So Mac directly doesn't support the SQL Server. Go and create the that one, or yesterday I told you that you will have online SQL editor. That is only for practice. Okay, this one. So it's not only for SQL Server. Tomorrow when you want to learn Azure also, you require this SSMS, this all. Yeah, you'll share. Don't be a hurry on getting the previous recordings. Okay, you'll definitely get by my today evening. That is by tomorrow morning your time. I'll definitely do it. Previous recordings. But all you will have only the read access, not download access. Remember, right? Any doubts before you wind up for day? So this 5:30, my 5:30 would be only for till Monday or Tuesday, but regularly you'll have my 6 o'clock. That is your 8:30 p.m. EST. So there was other batch mine. So I've just moved yesterday for 7:30. They're telling it's not possible for the US people. So that is the reason again I have made you to move little earlier so that I can accommodate them at 6:30. Okay, right. So this simple installation, parallel, and no message would be read here. I want everything to be happen the interactive session. Okay, so I'll not even read any message in the chat. I want everyone to speak up and ask questions or queries, whatever you have. Parallel desktop cracked version is available online. So that I am not aware. What is a parallel desktop? No. Either you go and use the online editor, or you go and use the have virtual box and do it. That is only the two options we have. Okay. Yeah. So let's wind up here. Then we'll meet tomorrow again at the same time. Is it okay? Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you, sir.